Hello and welcome back to Vanessa's podcast. And today I have Kate Kunkel, and she's going to be here talking about the development of Alzheimer disease and all the different stage. And she is writing a book that will be coming out in a few months, and it's called. Tell us about your book and what is it
Sure.
called?
Hi, Vanessa. Thank you. It's called The No-Nonsense Guide to Saving Your Brain. And it came about because my own mom just passed away in December this past year with Alzheimer's. And when she was diagnosed, I made it my mission in life to figure out why this happened, because I sure didn't want it ever happen.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for your loss. It's a terrible disease, and I can understand why you will want to do something like this to help other people who are going to go through it. So tell me a little bit more about what you know about the stage, maybe the prevention of the disease and how it evaluates and what age it can happen.
Sure. So, actually, Alzheimer's and dementia. Alzheimer's is one form of dementia. There are many kinds of dementia. Alzheimer's is just one of them, and it's the most common. But we also have vascular dementia. We also have frontotemporal dementia. There are other kinds. Generally speaking, the biggest risk factor is age. So the older you get, the more likely you are to develop it. That's just part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
However, just because you get old doesn't mean you have to get it.
Yeah.
There are so many things that contribute to the development of it, and that's the purpose of my work, is to help people take the steps, healthy lifestyle choices now, so that they don't develop it. Because I truly believe that 90% of dementias could be prevented if we take the right steps early enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're talking about taking the steps, can you tell me what you're talking about?
Absolutely. So basically, the prevention of Alzheimer's and dementia is like the prevention of cancer. It's like the prevention of heart disease.
Yeah.
If we have to eat properly, and in my case, what I recommend in the program, and I do have a group program as well people can get into, but the thing that I recommend is a whole foods, plant-based diet. That's the first thing, because animal products, especially dairy, are highly inflammatory.
Mm-hmm.
They cause inflammation in the body, and the thing that contributes almost the most to Alzheimer's, that's the biggest factor, is inflammation from wherever it comes. It can come from toxicity, it can come from food. There are many ways we can inflame, but that's the primary thing is our diet. The next thing is, mostly, certainly in North America, a lot of people are very sedentary. They sit on their butts all day. They sit in their cars on the way home to and from work. They sit on the couch when they come home.
Yeah.
So they are very sedentary. We have to push people to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So exercise is what we do on the program.
And as little as just rehabilitating your body to just start simple, easy steps, toward sports, any type of exercise, really.
Yes. Now, to really work on prevention of Alzheimer's and dementia, you need to get your heart rate going, because we need to oxygenate our brains
Mm-hmm.
and our heart. So you need to do aerobic exercise. 150 minutes a week is ideal, and
Mm-hmm.
that can be spread over 5 or 6 days. So it's not a big deal all at once. It's a good walk, a good brisk walk for half an hour every day. I live in Ecuador,
Mm-hmm.
so I swim every day, and I do aerobics every day. And I have a dog, so of course I walk him too. But it's just getting your heart rate going.
It sounds beautiful out there where you are. It sounds like wonderful landscape, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and we're right on the coast. We're right on the Salinas Peninsula, so we're on the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah.
Sounds like the good place to retire, huh?
We planned on retirement here times I'm busier than I ever was because we do have a little retreat center here and writing this book. So it seems like I'm working harder than before I stopped working full time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but you're more passionate now. So, it makes it better. Yeah.
Yeah, passion, that's another thing. That's one of the facets of looking after your brain, Vanessa. You hit it right on.
Mm-hmm.
Passion,
yeah,
drive, something to look forward to learn. Those things, that part of our mind is so important for our brain.
Excitement,
yes, passion, excitement, learning. I always say to people, learn a new language, learn a musical instrument, take an online course or go to university and monitor, learn something new and get a new passion. You will have a new lease on life. And that's one of the big things that we need to prevent dementia.
Because sometimes people get stuck on little things. They're like, I thought I was doing the right thing, I was in the right pathway. But then they don't seem to connect the way they're feeling, what's going on, in their whole body state and mind connection. So they kind of get off track and they start feeling really stressed, really worried, and they get stuck, and then they don't realize like something must be wrong here because you're not allowing the blood flow, you're not able to think straight, and obviously you're not doing something with nourishing your brain and bring excitement to your life. So that means that you probably need to switch to something else.
Precisely.
Yes,
yeah. Exactly. And also you touched on something else there, Vanessa, which is important. It's the spiritual side. So it's not just there's the mental side, the excitement and all that. Mm-hmm. But I also say to people, our spiritual life is very important. It doesn't mean you have to be religious.
Yeah.
It just means that you have to have a connection, a mind-body connection. You have to feel at peace. So one of the things I recommend is mindfulness or meditation training or yoga, something where you are connecting your thoughts, your mind, your breath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yoga is one of the best.
Your body.
Yeah, all of those things are great. Yeah. And unfortunately, there's people who don't have that. There's a lot of people who don't have that, and that's probably why they strive in so many other areas, but they just don't have a spiritual connection,
Exactly.
And that's maybe why they're going to fail in preventing the Alzheimer in the future, because they're not open. Their mind's not open enough.
Absolutely. And compassion, generosity. I recommend always to people when they're very serious about doing this work to protect their brains is to go outside of themselves, to offer help, to volunteer, to teach, to do whatever you can to go outside of your own selfishness. Not that you're selfish, but that your own selfish person, to go outside and to help others. So that's a big part. And when you do that, you are also able to sleep better, which is the other thing, because when we are engaged with others, when we are helping, when we are giving, we have so much more peace. And that peace helps us sleep. And important to brain health is good sleep.
Yeah, good sleep is really important. But I don't think everybody can get good sleep. That's the problem.
Yeah, so it's something to work on, and I have recommendations to help people with that. The standard ones you see online, where you make sure the light is dim, the room is cool. But the big thing that people forget about these days is turning off the screens. We have a problem these days with the blue light that is emitted from computers and tablets and telephones. That blue light is very disruptive to our circadian rhythm. So it's very important to turn that light off at least, this seems like a long time, but 3 hours before you try to go to sleep. Because it takes that long for our bodies to adjust so that circadian rhythm can kick in, so need to turn off the Wi-Fi before you go to bed at night.
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn it off until you wake up, because that can be very disruptive for most people. They may not realize it, but it has a huge effect on them.
Wow, no, I had no idea. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very important, and it's one of those hidden problems that's the last thing people think about, because they talk about don't eat too much before, don't exercise lively, but turn off the screens and plenty of time, and no alcohol at least 3 hours before, because it messes with the sugar in your body.
Definitely messed up your brain. I know I've been, over drinking before I completely quit about 2 years ago. And alcohol really can just do so much damage in your thoughts, in your potential and your actions and your overall thinking, And
Absolutely.
me being like a focused person who like to do so much, when I had too much alcohol in my brain, I will tend to do too much at once, never able to finish anything, overstressed because I always felt like I didn't do enough, and then confusion will come because I had so much going on, but I was too tired, my brain was too tired to function and to deal with all the problem or find solutions. So chaos, I would always deal with chaos at the end.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And same thing with dementia or Alzheimer's, the same type of things, as anybody who overdrink or does drugs. They start losing their thoughts because there's not enough oxygen in their brain. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, that's a big thing. So alcohol itself is one of the contributors to overuse of alcohol. The only thing that you might want to have if you are trying to prevent dementia is a small glass of wine 4 or 5 times a week. For a woman, maybe 2 glasses for a man. But it's really important to keep the distilled spirits like rum, rye, all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
They're very bad for the brain. Also, smoking. You mentioned about oxygen. Smoking is a huge contributor to dementia. Just stop. Don't do it. Anybody who's doing it, and it doesn't matter whether it's pot or tobacco.
Yeah.
Don't do it because and not because of the cannabinoids in the marijuana, but because of the smoke itself. It's destroying, it's taking away the oxygen. It's all about oxygen, right? And keeping inflammation down. Because if you're inflamed in any way, and that can be from cigarettes, it can be from alcohol, it can be from sugar. Oh my goodness, sugar is a huge contributor. Wow. So those are the things.
Yeah.
If you're really concerned about keeping your brain healthy, stay away from refined sugars and all of those.
Like
because
pure, like too much sugar at once. Yeah. So what do you think about low-fat sugar? Fake sugar.
Oh, you mean like artificial sweeteners?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I can't say it loudly enough or long enough. No. Very bad.
I used those for so many years, and I started slowing down when I heard like so many bad things about it. I was like, oh, same for Diet Coke,
Well, Diet Coke is actually aspartame and Splenda, or whatever the sucralose, which is called Splenda. Those 2 things actually contribute to obesity. Why? Because it messes with our body's interpretation of sweet. And it inspires insulin dysregulation. So when you have a problem with insulin production and regulation, then you can actually cause weight gain. Many people, you see some of the heaviest people in the stores with carts full of diet sodas. That's because their bodies don't know what to do, and it actually exacerbates diabetes. So I can't say it loudly or long enough to know. Don't take them at all. The only thing that is reasonably safe is stevia, because it's from a plant, but only pure stevia, not the Truvia, that's been manipulated chemically. The pure stevia. That's the only thing that